Hey there, welcome back. In this video, we will talk about Anaconda, Miniconda, and Jupyter Notebook. Alright, so something interesting will be discussed. Now friends, what is a anaconda? We all know that's a snake, but when it comes to programming, Anaconda is a platform which will give us couple of ways using which we can code using Python or R distribution. So navigate to anaconda.com, and in here we can download Anaconda. So in here we have this download button. Click on this button and we can click on download, and it will give us Anaconda for version 2 and version 3. Definitely we want Anaconda for version 3, so click on download, and by default it is downloading the Mac version. We don't want the Mac version. Click on the Windows version and we will download the Windows version, that to the 64-bit. Alright, now the file size of this file is pretty high, which is 662 MBs. So I will cancel this, and later down the line when you will be watching this video, the version of Python may vary a little, but don't worry, overall syntax and things will remain constant, and the look and feel of the software will be again kind of similar. Alright, now friends, the file size of this piece of software is high. As a result, there is an alternative which is Miniconda. Now this is a scaled down version of Anaconda. When it comes to Anaconda, there are a lot of libraries, lot of things which are by default available, but when it comes to Miniconda, it's nothing but a scaled down version, and it will give you the basic functionality. Now if you have the bandwidth, if your system supports, I definitely urge you to go with Anaconda. That is a better option. Alright, now in our case we will go with Anaconda, and in order to save some time, I have already downloaded the piece of software which I have kept under desktop, and here is the file which is inside this folder Python. Alright, so under Python I have this piece of software which is Anaconda, and let me install Anaconda. Now the installation process is fairly straightforward, and you can definitely get Anaconda for Linux or what we say for Mac OS or Windows. It's up to you. Whichever operating system you are using, you can definitely install Anaconda. Now when it comes to Anaconda, in here again you will get this option of add Anaconda to my path environment variable, and I would recommend to add this to the path variable. So add this to the path variable, click on install, and this will take couple of seconds for installation. Now let me pause this video for a couple of seconds so that we can skip forward the installation process. Once it is done, I will resume the video. Alright, the installation process is completed. Let me click on next. Everything seems to be good enough, and now let us click on finish. Alright, now if we navigate to start menu, you will get this option of Anaconda Navigator. Click on this, and Anaconda Navigator will give you a couple of features, and one of the feature will be used by us, which is Jupyter Notebooks. Alright, so this is taking some time, and it will show up in any second now. Here we go. So in here there are couple of options. Out of these options, we will make use of Jupyter Notebook. Let me show you. If I open up Jupyter Notebook, then indeed it will open up a web browser. The browser could be any browser, but I'm pretty sure that we will open up Google Chrome. Now friends, when we are making use of Jupyter Notebook, this is a web application. This will be like using the web browser, but definitely internet connection is not required. It is offline. This will run on localhost, and the port could be anything. In my case, it is 8888. Now when we start with Jupyter, it will start showing up the files. These are the files on my desktop, I suppose. Now friends, this is not important that it is showing what. The important thing is the notebook. How to start a notebook is something which we will see in a minute. So in this tab, we are checking out the files. We can browse our entire system. Then we have the running tab. Then we also have the clusters option. Now these are the usual stuff. Running tab will display the running terminals and running notebooks. Clusters will display the cluster related information. Now friends, these things are good enough. Now finally, let us actually check what exactly is Jupyter Notebook. So in here we have this button of new. Now friends, there is one more thing. This interface is based on web. This runs on a web browser. As a result, the interface and the overall functionality will not change across any operating system. It will be like this only. May it be macOS, may it be Linux, or may it be Windows. Alright, now finally let us check the new option. In here we have couple of options, and the first option is under notebook, and we can create a Python 3 notebook. And here we go. And using this notebook, we can definitely execute Python code. For example, I do 5 plus 9 and we run this code. We get the output. Fantastic. Likewise, we can like print my name. Again, we can run this and we get the output. Likewise, we can also do one thing like this, Chand plus Sheikh, right? What will be the outcome? Let me show you. It will give us a syntax error. So these kind of things are possible. It will give you error, this will give you output, and this is very handy, and this is also like good for education purposes. For demonstration purposes, it's very good. Now in here, let me also show you a shortcut. For example, I multiply 10 with 5 and I need to run this code. The option is very simple. We can either use this run button, or we can make use of shift and enter, and we would be able to run the code. So this is nice. Now for example, we need to edit this particular input, right? Let me show you. So in here, if I want to run only this part, again that is okay, because in here this particular part is highlighted and here is the output. Perfect. So this is how notebook can help us. This is very handy, this is very nice, and the extension for these files are IPython-NB or IPynb. Now friends, when you create these notebooks, definitely the files will be created somewhere, right? And indeed, files gets created. Let me quickly rename this file as of now. So the name would be like notebook demo, and we will rename the resource. All right, and it is giving some kind of issue. No such directory. This is strange. Let me save the changes. Let me refresh this page once. All right, now let me retry. Notebook demo, and now it worked. Now friends, what is the default location for these files, and how we can extract the information is something which can be in your mind. First of all, we can directly download this file. So we can download this as a notebook file. The extension of notebook is IPynb, which stands for IPython notebook, and the default location of this file is, when it comes to Windows, it will be saved under your user account. So in here is the file. Now suppose there is some kind of confusion in your mind that how to find the location, then you can navigate to the command prompt. You can simply type in IPython locate, and it will show you a path. So here is the folder, the default folder, where we have this IPython hidden file, and to the base folder the default files will be saved. Alright, so this is nice. Now friends, in our forthcoming videos we will definitely make heavy usage of a notebook, but again there could be a question in your mind that are there any IDEs for Python. And indeed there is a IDE, and we will talk about the IDE in our next video. But finally, before wrapping up this video, let me also show you one small little thing. For example, I close this particular window and I try to open up this file, ipython-nb file. Then it won't open up. We can definitely edit it on Notepad and it will look like this. So this is definitely a file where a lot of information is there, but this is definitely not a Python file. In order to run this, definitely we have to take help of Jupyter. So again, let me launch Jupyter. And in order to open up our file, how we can open up? We can simply navigate and open up the IPy notebook, which is notebookdemo.ipython notebook file. Let me open this and this will open in this panel. Alright, so this was it about Jupyter Notebooks. Definitely you will get familiar with Jupyter Notebook in our forthcoming videos, and in our next video we will talk about a very popular IDE again. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, have a nice day and take care.